Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing good. Right, so before we begin, I feel everyone is able to see my screen and hear my voice. Just type yes in your chat box. Those who have just joined, just type yes in your chat box if you're able to see my screen and hear my voice. So we'll be starting the session in like next 1 minute. Let everyone join. All right. So let's start with the session. So I'll give you a brief about what we covered yesterday. We have like yesterday and previous classes. So we have covered all the on-page strategies which we have to implement on our website. And apart from that, what apart from website we have to do, we have to check the architecture, site architecture, the pages. We have to check the page speed. We have to analyze multiple things when we are implementing SEO, right? So these all things uh, club together and make our website SEO ready, right? So today we'll be covering apart from making our website ready. So what do you guys think? Like just making our website SEO ready will help in ranking? Yes or no? Can we come on the first page just by doing on page optimization? Yes or no? Just type it in your chat box. Right, absolutely right. Right. So obviously content is king, and no, we can't come on the first page just by doing on page and focusing on multiple things which I have told you is just we are making our website SEO ready, right? We are not coming on the first page till now, what we have learned, right? We have just made our website appear on the search engines, right? Most probably Google. So, whatever plugin we have installed, Yoast SEO, and apart from that, what all plugin I have told you guys, the tools which I have told you, that will only make your website SEO ready as per the norms and as per the terms and condition which search engines have told us. But now we will be learning and understanding of how to execute each and everything, right? And after that, I'll be helping you how we can like rank on the first page of Google by doing off page optimization. We'll be talking about off page optimization today, right? Apart from that, so let's summarize what we did. As of now, we have understood about the on page optimization as of now, which we have covered so far. So what was there in on page optimization? We have gone through major technicalities of what is required to make our SEO successful, right? We are done with that. But why on page is required, right? This might be a big question. On page is required because we are following those terms and conditions which search engines have told us, because that is only in our control. On page is the thing which is in our control, right? Here we can make our website relevant for SEO, and off page is good for popularity. Now we will be entering into off page to make it popular. But what is your homework, guys? What you guys have to implement, what you guys have to execute? You have to execute all the strategies so far what we have covered. Also on our website you have to execute the Yoast SEO thing on each and every page. So on page, if it comes to our like website, how to execute it, you have to implement, you have to execute them with the help of Yoast SEO on your pages, on your blogs, and if you're using e-commerce, then on your products as well, right? So majorly it is being incorporated on our pages and blogs. So I have shown you an example of how to implement it on pages and blogs. You have to go to each and every individual page and you have to execute that thing which I have shown you yesterday, not yesterday, day before yesterday, right? So here what you guys have to do, you have to take your time, because content is more important, keywords are more important when it comes to making our website SEO ready. Because if you are not on the right place with the right keyword, with the right page or blog, then your SEO is already dead. Because this process might take some time, maybe you can say 1 or 2 months, because finding a good keyword, finding a better page, or maybe like writing multiple blogs, it will take time. I would always suggest give some time on page optimization, because this is the sole important thing. If you don't give time and if you are picking the wrong keyword, then what will happen? Your execution will be of no use. After that, if you are, let's say I started on page optimization today, and I am doing multiple things. I am writing content, I am entering keyword, I'm doing using Yoast, I am doing other strategies which is required. But what if that keyword is not fruitful? Maybe the searches went down, maybe the searches are not coming like what I expected, then that keyword is dead. You have, if you realize that after 2 or 3 or 4 months, then your hard work which you have incorporated in those months will be of no use. So what you guys have to focus here, if you don't want to lose your time and your efforts, always focus on page in depth, in depth basis. Because if you are not executing on page in a proper way, then your off page will be of no use, right? So, and it will be a waste for you as well. So similarly, whatever we have covered so far, you have to execute that in a proper way and in a better manner, because it will take some time and you have to give time. As I told you in the beginning, on page, or maybe if you have started your SEO journey today with a new domain or with a new website, which is like you have bought the domain recently, then it will take somewhere around 6 to 7 months on an average, right? For a new domain to appear on the first page, it will on an average minimum take 6 to 7 months, not 6 months, so you can say 4 to 5 months as well, but it will take that time for new domain. So you have time for that, right? It is a common thing globally, we can't change this time, because this is the time which, like, your search engine will only also takes like somewhere around 2 to 3 months to crawl your whole website, right? So let's say I completed my website, I started today and I completed after 20 days, example, with all the content, my SEO is ready, on page optimization is in place, everything is sorted now, and I did it in 20 to 25 days, for example. So if I got a new domain, then I have to wait for next 4 to 5 months. So rather than rushing in SEO, I would always suggest give your time on page in a proper way. Write blogs, write multiple blogs, write page, like have good pages, follow all the suggestions which Yoast is telling you, follow all the things which yours is selling you. And then when you are ready for to go ahead and launch, to come and appear on the first page, then move ahead with your off page journey. So now let's talk about our off page journey, how it's going to work out, what we have to focus here, and what all things are important when we talk about off page optimization, right? So talking about off page optimization, what you guys have to focus here is, just 1 second, let me just disconnect this. 1 second, guys. Yeah. So off page optimization. So I have a query. If we use gray hat, black hat, is that an option? Yes, you can, but it is like what happens in gray hat and black hat strategies. I'll be covering that as well. We'll be talking about that as well. Right. So I'll be telling you one of the strategies in black hat which people more often use in their SEO. Using them for a new domain will be like you are like moving ahead towards risk, right? So I would always suggest take some time, give at least 3 months, then plan to move ahead with gray hat and black hat strategies. See what happens. You are a new domain, you are entering in a new genre of market, right? So your search engines will take you as a newbie, but if you are in the beginning, you are implementing those gray hat and black hat techniques, it will be a loss for you. It is for everyone, not just common with you guys or maybe me. It is a common scenario with everyone. Give some time. It happens in life as well, right? So if you are just starting with something and if you are doing some black or something which is not permissible, you will be in a loss, right? No one else will. First understand how this thing works, then try to make all the changes. That's how it works, right? So talking about off page optimization, so as I told you, you have to be popular now. But how you can become popular, that is a big question. Organically, how you can become popular organically. If you have a budget, then what you can do, you can push your cash and you can run ads and all that stuff. That is a secondary thing. But in terms of SEO, we are not paying someone. But if we pay as well, but whom we have to pay, right? There is a bit of cash flow involved in your SEO journey as well, because the process is free, which we have did so far. We haven't paid anyone. It is on our website. But when it comes to some integral changes, you have to look out over here and you have to check that whether you are going on a right direction or not, and you have to like put in some cash as well to make your SEO fruitful and to make it better. So similarly, talking about, let's move ahead and understand what is off page optimization. So again, it is simply an art and science of optimizing your website internally and externally, making it popular in the market, making it go viral in the market, getting, so in simple layman language, now you have to become popular. So how you can become popular? If you go or if you went viral, right? How you can become viral? If more and more number of people are coming to your website, obviously, right? If you're providing some lucrative content, if you're providing some amazing deals, you're providing some great offers which is like nevertheless different in the market, you will be in that genre. So it's always, I would always suggest, if you do SEO in a proper way, if your content is not good, you are dead, right? So what you guys have to focus over here, you have to have that content first. That is more important. This is what I told you in on page as well while we were implementing that. So now while like once we are done with that type of content, and once we are ready to roll over, you have to focus here in the off page optimization. So the first thing to make you popular is link building, right? So this is the only thing which will help you make popular, go viral, make yourself like uh, clickable, make your website like roll over everywhere. It is the first base, it is the only base which will help you, which is link building. I'll take an example over here. Let's go to our sole example, which we I have shown you in the beginning. Buy sunglass online. Let's say I'm a brand, Lenskart. What I want my sunglasses to go viral and come on the first page of Google, just like it is coming. Let's assume Lenskart is not coming on the first page. They haven't done SEO, they have just initiated on page optimization, and they might be in the 50th page of Google, right? Example. So, to make your website come on the first page, to make this Lenskart come on the first page, you have to do off page optimization. From the 50th page, what will be the journey to come on the first page? That is majorly based on your off page strategies which you are implementing, right? So in simple way, you have to execute off page SEO in a proper way, in a better way, so that your on page is like, you can say in simple words, if I would say, your on page is the brain of your SEO, and off page is basically the other parts of the body, right? So everything is important, everything is interconnected. If something or the other thing fails, nothing will work out, right? So similarly, to make your website come on the first page, just like Lenskart is coming over here, so what would be the strategy Lenskart would implement right now? So Lenskart will initiate two major things. Right. So basically, it will execute a link building strategy. But what is a link building strategy? You have to understand the anatomy of basically a link, right? What exactly is the anatomy of link? You have to understand uh, what is good link, what is a bad link, how you can move ahead with different types of link building strategy. You have to understand that, right? So now we'll be talking about some types of links which will eventually help you in ranking on the first page of Google. So as I told you in the beginning, the two things which are important, the two types of link building strategies. So link building in SEO, this is a layman language, link building, but in SEO language we call them backlinks as well, right? So in SEO language, link building is known as backlinks, or you can, in simple language, you can call it traffic. So what is a backlink? Any link coming from the back. So from the name it says backlink, any link coming from the back. For example, let's take this Lenskart example only. Now Lenskart is like planning to start with off page optimization. What they will do, they will pick their page which is sunglass, and inside that they have executed all the on page strategies. They will pick this link and they will try to popular make it popular. Now how they can make it popular, I'll give you one of the example. Let's say Lenskart has tied up with one of the blogs which like talks about eyewear, or maybe anything related to lenses, or maybe anything, or maybe just Lenskart connected with some sunglass blog, and they have asked that blog to write something about Lenskart, right? So what that particular blog will do, they will write good things and the bad things maybe about that brand, and they will try to give a review and a feedback for Lenskart, right? And if anyone is interested, whosoever is coming to that blog, they will click on the link of this page which is of sunglass, and they will come back to this page. So eventually what Lenskart is getting a backlink from that particular blog. So that XYZ blog, or maybe that sunglassblog.com, I'll write it down. That so Lenskart has blogs.com. Lenskart has asked them to give a review or a feedback, to write a review or a feedback to them, and that particular review and feedback will land back to lenskart.com/sunglass page. So eventually Lenskart is getting a backlink from that particular page. So this link coming from this page will be a backlink for Lenskart. And eventually what will happen? Link are of two types. So this backlink are of two types. So this was one of the example. It is a random blog, maybe a small blog. Similarly, what Lenskart did over here, they have tied up with a big brand as well. Let's say Amazon, right? So let's say they tied up with Amazon.in, and similarly, they have asked them as well to write a blog. And eventually, what they will get from both the ends, a backlink, just like they did with sunglasses.com as well, right? But what will happen over here? From both the ends, from sunglass blogs and from Amazon, they are receiving backlinks. So what will happen eventually? Lenskart is getting traffic from both the websites, right? But is there any difference between both of them? The type of traffic which is coming from both the ends, Google will analyze it differently. How? From this website, sunglassblogs.com, Google will analyze it basically in a category which is called quantity of backlinks. And in terms of Amazon, Google will analyze it as quality of traffic. So there will be a difference. Any link coming from this sunglass blog or any link coming from Amazon will be totally different, right? They'll be categorized in a different way. They'll be differentiated by the search engines. Why? Because sunglassblog.com is a random blog, it's not a renowned blog, so it will be considered under quantity of links. And similarly, if a traffic is coming from, if a user or a backlink is coming from amazon.in, it's a renowned platform, everyone knows about this platform. So eventually what will happen? Google will give priority to the quality backlink. So Google will give priority to this particular platform, and what will happen? Lenskart's ranking will go up in that particular point in time. So to increase the ranking of your website, your quality backlink should be more. So what people usually do over here, they tie up with multiple brands and they pay them to write some blogs, to do multiple other things as well. So there comes the paid SEO thing, which you guys have to implement and execute. The more amount of traffic coming from multiple sources or more amount of backlinks coming from multiple sources, it has to be in quality, and it also has to be in quantity as well. I'm not denying the fact that you should not have quantity of traffic. It should be like, let's say for example, Lenskart is receiving 1000 traffic. So the number of quality can be 700 and quantity can be 300, right? It makes 1000. So similarly, that should be the ratio when it comes to the quality and quantity of traffic. I hope it is clear. Just type yes in your chat box. Right, I hope it is clear with everyone. You can ask your queries if you have, or just type yes. Okay, great. Right, so now let's understand these links and how they will be executed and how we can like get free traffic, how we can get paid traffic. We have enormous amount of places where we can get like free traffic from, right? Free backlinks from. So that I'll be covering today. Also, we'll be talking about what are some self-created platforms which will eventually help you to generate traffic, and what are the ways you can eventually generate traffic from, right? So we'll be talking about the link building strategies, how you should move on, how you should move ahead with different types of link building strategies. We'll be discussing that today as well, right? So without like taking much of the time, let's straight away move to the next thing. Let's go to the other page. Yep. Right. So, what are the link building strategies? Now, let's understand that. So, as I told you about the type of the links, yeah, yes, Sahil, we can do that. No issues. Okay. Right. So, without moving, like taking much of the time, let's move and understand how we can generate the links now. So, now I'll be telling you some tactics which are important to generate your link building strategies, right? So I'll write it down over here. So this is, see guys, the off page optimization will take much of your time because it does not needs any like brain or something. You would need manpower over here because we have to execute in thousand of ways, multiple times, right? So for that purpose, you would need always need a manpower to behind you to do that thing. If you go to any SEO company or any SEO agency who does SEO, they will have approximately 100 to 150 people executing SEO for multiple clients. So that's the reason they would need more amount of people because we can do SEO in both the ways. Unlike ads, we just have to pay. In SEO, nothing like that. You can pay, you can do it for free, but again, free things have challenges, as you all know. So it doesn't matter, but I'll be telling you both the things how it's gonna work out. So you don't have to worry on that part. So now we will be talking about some safe platforms which will help you in link building tactics and some of the unsafe platforms as well, because most of the times, like if you are paying someone, then there might be some issues as well, right? So I'll be talking about those as well. So let's first talk about some safe link building tactics, which are like eventually safe for your brand and how you have to execute it. So there are a couple of things which you have to take care of. First is you need to understand the basics first. So what do I mean by basics? Just one second. So what will be your basics in terms of the beginning of your off page journey? So first thing which you have to take care of, you have to do a thorough competitive analysis, right? So competitive research or analysis is a super important thing. How you can do that, just check out multiple keywords what other competitors are using. So there is an amazing tool which you can see over here on the right. It shows the related keywords which are there, which other people, other websites are using. You can see that it will tell you most of the keywords over here. It will be a long tail keyword, it will be a short tail keyword. And what is this tool? It is basically a Chrome extension. You can see this Chrome extension, keywords everywhere. It's again a great tool which eventually helps you to understand the things which are important, right? It also tells you multiple other things like some domain authority, some page authority. So what is a domain authority? Basically we call it DAPA. It's a term given by Moz So I told you about Moz.com in the last class. So this DAPA, domain authority and page authority, is given by this particular platform. So what is DA and what is PA? They are basically calculated out of 100, right? So it is the score given by Moz out of 100, and the more you are close to 100, the better is your ranking. So what do I mean by that? Any link coming to your website should have a good DAPA. So what is the DA? Domain authority. Basically, I just now talked about the DA and PA over here. So uh, we discuss about quantity of links. We discuss about quality of links. So how we can like categorize and understand the DAPA over here? So this website, Sunglass Blog, will have a less DAPA compared to Amazon.com. Let's say this blog is having somewhere around a DAPA of 60. Similarly, comparatively, Amazon will be have more, somewhere around 75. Why? Because the domain authority, which is Amazon.in, is renowned and it has more value compared to the other domain. Similarly, what is PA? It is page authority. The pages under that domain will also have a great performance. People like those platform, like those pages as well. So that's why page authority is also important. Few of the pages will be so renowned in Amazon.in that you never know, right? So what Google wants, or maybe any other search engine will want, that any link coming to your website should have a good DAPA as well. So to help you with that, this keyword tool will help you in understanding the keyword which other people are using and how to calculate the DAPA. We have multiple other tools as well. How to analyze the DAPA, we have other tools as well. I'll be telling you about them, what all tools are there and how you can use them, right? So we'll be discussing in the fourth week about the tools and other things which are important in SEO, and we'll be understanding about those tools as well. Otherwise, Moz is one of the best to tell you the best DAPA in the industry because it's their invention only. Now, so competitive analysis is super important. Voice breaking. Guys, I hope I'm audible to everyone. Just type yes. Okay, perfect. So, Sahil, Jatin, just restart your webinar if you're facing some issues. I'll just write here as well. Right, so it is for those who are facing some issues. Else, don't worry, you guys will be receiving the recording, so you guys don't have to worry if you are facing some things at your end. Anyhow, let's move ahead. So, talking about the basics, your competitive research is more and super important. Check out the different companies, check out some resource pages. You have to do a basic competitive analysis when you are understanding your website or link building, or maybe you are starting with your off page journey, right? Then check the second important thing. Go ahead and understand your webmaster. So webmaster is the search console. Check out for broken links, which I have told you. In on page optimization, I have told you some tools as well. I'll be covering all the tools in the last week, which is week 4, which is next week. So don't worry about those tools. Check out some malware which is going on, security issues which is there on your website. Have a good SSL, because malware lead to a bad SSL certificate. So SSL certificate is basically secure socket layer certificate. You can see this connection is secure. That means they have a great SSL certificate, a valid certificate which is there on their website, right? Similarly, We have just created a new platform, so I'll just show you. Basically a new website, so it does not has SSL, so it will show not secure over here, right? So that means not secure is it does not have any certificate. How you can get certificate, how you can get that SSL certificate? You can simply go to Google and just type, you can buy it from GoDaddy as well, or any other platform as well, right? So I'll write down GoDaddy SSL, and you can get a free SSL, matlab, almost with good security features, for 700 per year, right? SSL ranges from multiple value. It is not only for 700, it can go to 2000, 3000, 5000, and more than that as well, depending upon what type of security you would want on your website, what exactly do you need in your website, right? So you have to manage and buy the SSL if you want to make your website secure, and you can simply do it after buying it, after purchasing it. The GoDaddy or any other platform will help you out for that. But I would suggest, right, if you are moving ahead with SEO, always have an SSL on your website. They will help you execute it on your website, and your website will be secure. They will give you the certificates and all that stuff as well, right? So SSL is important. So if you are like moving ahead with e-commerce platform, I would always suggest you to have multiple layers of SSL with firewall, and that might cost you somewhere around 2 to 5 thousand per year, and more than that as well. I'm just giving you a tentative number, right? So because we have like payment over there in e-commerce platform, so you should consider having a great SSL in your e-commerce website. Yeah. Right, so to prevent your website from malware issues, and also to have a good ranking, because Google checks that. If you're not having SSL, Google won't rank you in a better way, right? So for to rank yourself in, like to come on the first page, you should always have a SSL certificate on your website. First thing, right? Again, content is main major part. I have already covered that. This is a major element which webmaster like ask us, or maybe like tell us to implement it. I already told you about that. And the major thing, duplicate content. Try not to use duplicate content, which is known as like plagiarism. Have a plagiarism check done on your website. I have told you the tool siteliner.com, you can go ahead and check that. Try to fix some grammatical issues which is there on your website, or maybe some spelling related issues on your website. So try not to have these in the first go, because if you are having such things, to check the grammatical mistakes, you can always use Grammarly. This is again a Chrome extension. It is a great extension, Grammarly. You can check over here. It will like rectify all the grammatical and other issues or errors on your website. Right, simply this was the second most important thing which you have to implement. As I also told you about like what type of content you should have, and what Google or any other search engine wants. They want to see that are you popular or not. How you can be popular, that is done with the help of testimonials. So, what is testimonials? Try to highlight yourself with some renowned publications. Like, let's say, Hindustan Times is writing something about me. Maybe some big brand is writing something about me. That will be a great testimonial for your brand. Try to pay them if they are like people do that. They pay them and they write something about them. So that is again a part of a paid SEO thing which you have to implement. Have some images, have some photos related to, have some quotes or something like related to your popularity in the market. Try to have that. Or you can also go ahead with guest blogging as well. So what is guest blogging? Ask some popular celebrity or maybe a guest blogger to write something about you or your brand, or have a tie up with some right, columnist or maybe something like that. You can anytime tie up with any publication company. They will help you out doing that as well. So you might have heard about Popexo or maybe Scoop Whoop. So these are, so LBB is there in Delhi. So there might be some multiple, so we call them content aggregators. They help us push our content, and but they are renowned. That's the reason people follow them, because they have something or the other thing new or lucrative or creative to present. So connect with them, ask them to make you popular, because Google and any other search engine will obviously check that how popular you are. If you're not popular enough, it's of no use, right? Simple, as simple as that. So don't feel like that your SEO is like, just if I'm doing my work for free, I'll be able to I'll be able to come on the first page instantly for any keyword. You have to do each and everything, you have to implement and execute each and everything. So these are some safe tactics which you have to do. And again, you might be considering this social as well, social media. People think that driving traffic from social media will make their website popular. So if this was the thing, then everyone would have run ads and thrown the user to your website, right? So social media like will make you popular. It might not help you in ranking, but it will make you popular. Because let's say you search about any brand on Google, let's say about my brand or your brand or company. If what Google will do, it will pick the popular platforms first which are doing SEO in a better way, or maybe a renowned platform like Facebook. I have a Facebook page, I have an Instagram page. So they will show those pages first. That will eventually give your customer a great experience, because what they will think, yeah, that this particular brand has good popularity, they are present in this platform. So, or maybe a Hindustan Times article is coming, popping up in front of the user. Eventually what will happen, the brand or the user who is searching for that particular keyword will start building trust with your brand. That is more important, rather than just showcasing your website without any benefits or without having some accreditation or maybe some value. It will be of no use, guys. So make take a more note of these points and try to execute them in a proper way. Have some events. What big brands do, they plan out some events, they plan out multiple things with their brand. They might have some sponsors as well, who execute their particular product or service or something like that. Or you can host your event yourself as well. Try to implement those, have some resources for your events, make your event live. Whenever your event is happening, try to bring out some publications who can make your event maybe go viral. So because you have to execute all those stuff, right? So that will make you popular, that will make search engines to look out for your brand, right? They, if your people are listening to your brand, if the trust is being built, why would search engine not show you over the top, right? So take this thing in mind. We are doing it from multiple years now, right? So we know these offline strategies as well, so you have to simply execute them, right? So try to host those events. Apart from that, what else you can do, you can connect with some college or maybe some education platforms. And how they will help you out, they will eventually might ask you to hire some people for internship, or maybe you can simply hire them for jobs as well. So this will eventually promote your brand, because if you go to these colleges, they might like maybe have a sponsored ad for you in their events, where multiple you know how these school colleges work. They have multiple events year down the line, down the year, and they are like connecting with multiple sponsors for that as well. So these are some offline connectivity which you can do in terms of that as well. And try to build your community. Simply the solution behind having a great SEO, you need to build a good, or you can call it a great community. Try to build a community. How you can do that? Maybe you can connect with some offline portals, right? So maybe some newspaper e-papers, or maybe some PR platforms. So e-paper might help you. There are plenty of PR platform that might help you. And connect with some local websites. This will help you in local SEO as well, right? So just like for if I talk about some local websites, you might have heard of Just Dial. So it's a local search engine. Similarly, Google My Business, it's a local business platform. Anyone who is searching for nearby businesses, you might have heard about, like, people are entering salon near me, right? That near me word will show that brand, because it is connected with Google My Business, and your visiting card is appearing on Google. So try to have those popular things which will eventually make you more popular. People will trust you eventually, and you can simply go ahead with your work, and your SEO will eventually grow. So these are some safe link building tactics which you guys have to implement, which you guys have to execute. So in between them, there are plenty of other strategies which are unsafe as well. And but you can do them as well, but they are like plenty of other people are doing it, so you can execute them as well. But these are some sort of unsafe strategies which people eventually do, right? So now I'll be talking about some unsafe strategies which you should take care of while doing it. Don't do them in a regular basis. Try to have a cap for that. So first is submissions. So you need to submit your website. This is super important. This is again an important thing. I'm not denying the fact these are unsafe, but people are doing it. But you should take care of it. Don't do it in like multiple manner, or maybe don't do it, execute it in a daily basis thing, right? So something like directory submission. So there are platforms who submit your websites, and they make you popular. There are some regular directories. So what is a directory? Let's say Lenskart wants to promote their website. So now what Lenskart will do, either they go to directory. What will happen? A directory has multiple blogs, or maybe multiple websites under them. So it's basically a mediator who is acting to promote their website, to promote their pages globally, right? So there are some regular directories as well. You can go to Google and you can find plenty of directories. So you just type on Google 5,000 regular directories for SEO. You'll get multiple directories for them. So let's say, let's go over here. So these are just websites. If you go here, they provide free as well as paid listing as well. So just 1 second, let me scroll down. So these are the directories, 5,000 regular directories. Right. So you just have to submit your website over there, and you are good to go. So you have to submit your each and every page over here. So there are plenty of other platform for directory submission as well. You just have to submit your pages one by one over here. Submission is just like a sign up you do on Google or maybe Facebook or anywhere. Nothing else. Nothing else is complicated. Right. So these platforms are really like good. I'm not saying they are the only thing, but you should not do it on regular basis. So there are some regular directories, there are some mobile app directories as well. So these mobile app, if you are having a mobile application, they will help you with that. Web 2.0, basically a new technology. If you are using some new technology to build your website, web 2.0 directory will help you out. Just type on Google and you'll be able to see these directories. There are some public relation directories as well, PR directory, which will help you in your. So PR is basically, if you want to make your things viral, go viral, you can submit. So one of the best website is pr.com. I'll be giving you a list of these directories as well, so that you guys can submit over there, right? So it would be easy for you to fetch those platforms as well. I'll be giving you the one of the best list, right? So just connect with your coordinator. Uh, she will help you out with that list. I'll just forward the list to her. I'll ask her to forward to you guys as well, because I can't share it right now. There is no option over here. Right, so I'll be giving you a list. I'll be also showing it to you right now, so that you have a brief idea what exactly I'm talking. And there are plenty of other directories as well. So the list I was talking about is, right. So mm, so these are the lists which I'm talking about. So I'll be sharing these lists with you guys. So below you can see these sheets. So there are some article submission platform. If you are having some blogs, you can submit it over here. You can have some bookmarking platform. You can just like you can see this Twitter is coming. Twitter is again a bookmarking platform where you can create your own page. Reddit is one of them. You might have heard about this. So you just have to create your profile over here, right? So it would be great for you as well. And over here you can see these sites as well. These are from some PR related sites, which will help eventually help you. There are some classifieds related to that, which will eventually. So classifieds are, you might have heard about the classifieds. What is a classified? You might have like seen newspapers. In between them there was a classified page, if you remember, guys. But nowadays people don't read newspapers more often. So these are some classified, some pair. I'll show you one of the examples of these classifieds. So let's pick any of these. Let's pick this one. Vikram, there are plenty of other files as well, so it's not possible for me. I'll just create a zip and just share it with your coordinator. They will be helping you out. Don't worry about that. You will receive it by tomorrow. Okay. So I would appreciate, but some of the websites might not also work over here. So don't worry, just go to another website. There's some error with these. 1 second. Yeah, something like this. This is also for sale. Let's go to this one. Yeah. So what exactly happens over here? This is one of the websites what's classified. So you can have a ad posted over here for free. People are coming over here on multiple websites. They post your ad on different website. They have a paid version as well. So whatever pages you have or whatever offers you have, you can just post over here, and eventually they will help you promote that thing. It's kind of an ad, but again, I would not say it is basically an advertisement. But people usually most often use these strategies to build their ranking, or you can call it build the traffic on their website as well. Right, apart from that, there are some profile creation platforms over here. You can just have a profile over here. So this is one of the list which I am showing to you. These are some search engine submission platforms. These are some RSS submission. RSS feed is basically a real-time feed. It is used by developers majorly to sync the real-time feed from the platform. So this might not be in use for you guys. Then video submission, you might have heard of this platform. Everyone knows YouTube, but there are other platforms as well where you guys can create your own channel and you can move ahead with that, right? So what happens over here, apart from YouTube, there are plenty of, you might have heard of Vimeo. Maybe some of you guys might have heard of this platform, but there are plenty of other platform where you can create your own channel and you can promote your videos over there. See, this is the amount of work which you have to execute, and it needs manpower, guys, right? So these are one of the platforms. I'll share the whole list, whole deck. There are, I have plenty of other platforms over here which you guys can see. So I'll share this whole deck with the Divi support team. They will be sending it to you across by tomorrow, right? So that you can go through this. So this is one of the strategy which you guys have to implement in the submission list. Unlike that, you have to execute this all the time. Nothing like that, right? So you can have other thing as well. So there are some paid tactics as well which you guys can do, but again they are unsafe. But people, to get rankings, to get good popularity, people do that. Paid reviews, asking someone to like paying them and to write something about yourself or your brand, or maybe sponsor yourself online with some ads or
It's
something
9
like
o'clock.
that, some contests, some clubs, or maybe some donations or some charities you might do. So these are some paid promotions which you guys can implement or execute. And in some, as I already said about the internship thing in the college and all that stuff, it's, you can categorize that under paid review as well, some alumni thing, or maybe some scholarship giving to the students and all that stuff, right? And building the community with some like forums or Q&A platform, right? People more often connect with these platform like Quora, and they also connect with some forums like Reddit is also a great forum. So you have to create your profile, you have to sign up with your profile and push your content over there. So these are the platform in the off page link building tactics I'm telling you. You have to be present over there and you have to push yourself, push your website over there in these platforms, right? Simply through the website, then they will eventually help you to generate links for your brand, right? Do some social bookmarking, do some event sponsorships, right? Connect with some platforms. So eventually they will help you in getting better ranking. So this was the major element in link building tactics which you guys have to focus. Apart from that, what you guys can move ahead with, some social SEO as well. So as I told you about the social SEO, most of the time social media doesn't helps you with social SEO. So basically what happens, there are two types of thing. One is no follow and one is do follow, right? So what is no follow and what is do follow? So let's take an example. You have a Facebook page and you throw the traffic from Facebook page to your website. So let's say you posted one great image in your Facebook page and you have written down visit our website and you have given your link over there. Any traffic coming from Facebook to your website will be most of the time no follow link. What is no follow? It will help you in getting backlink traffic, but it won't help you in getting or increasing your chances of getting on the first page of Google. It won't make your website popular, but it will give you a strength which Google will check it's a quality website, and eventually people will see that you are having a Facebook page. So it's almost near to that, but it won't help you in ranking. So there are two types of thing in SEO. One is no follow and one is do follow. No follow in and do follow is totally opposite. No follow is people will come to your website, but it won't help in ranking. That is, anyone coming to your page, and if you have added that no follow code in your page, then nothing will happen, your ranking won't increase. But what is do follow? That means people will eventually follow your page, and also search engines will help you in ranking. That is do follow. How you we can execute that on our website? So for that you have to go to your WordPress or on your website in your Yoast option. So let me go to our website and I'll show you where exactly is that option is. Let's go to the page where we have to we implemented the SEO. Let's edit this home page. Right, so this was your Yoast SEO, and what you guys exactly have to do here is you guys have to check this SEO analysis. Just below that, you'll be able to find this advanced option. So in the advanced option, you see this option, search engine will follow links on this page. If you select yes, that is do follow, and if you select no, that is no follow. Right, so yes is do follow, no is no follow. So if you do this thing on your website or on your page, what will happen? Search engine will able to follow the links on your website. So eventually if you get more traffic, then what will happen? In return, your ranking will also be more if you are allowing do follow. Similarly, Facebook is allowing do follow or no follow. Facebook is allowing no follow. Most of the social platform will have no follow, because why would someone want that with the help of them other people's ranking are getting better, right? Obviously. So they don't like eventually give the do follow link, and that's how this thing actually works. So for social media, I would say try to make yourself popular, try to make yourself viral so that eventually people love your content. You have to focus on content when you are looking out for social media, unlike you are just focusing over here for getting traffic. I would say focus on content over here in social media. That is the base and the sole thing when it comes to your social media thing. One more thing, I told you, I was about to tell you about the image SEO. So any image which you are putting, try to just let me just show you what exactly I'm talking about. Say I'll have this sample page. Right, so this is a normal page editor, and let's add an image over here. By clicking on this plus button, I'll add an image over here. Let's pick it from media library. As of now, let's pick this image. So before picking this image, I have clicked here, and on the right side you see some options in front of you. One is alternative text. At times you might have seen some of your image might not appear on Google, right? It might also happen with you guys. So at the back end there is some text written over there, just behind that image. You'll be able to see some text that is an alternative text. You can put the keyword over here for that respected image, or just enter the name of that image as well. It might affect at both the ends, so it's up to you. Either you put the keyword in the alt text, else something related to this image you should put in the alternative. This is known as alternative text. And alternative text helps in image SEO. It will help rank on Google, where you might have seen that images column on Google. If you click there, you see some images. Those images are picked from your website. If you're not doing image SEO, it won't work, right? So try to put this thing. You can give title, caption, description. It's up to you, not mandatory. But you should like focus in the alt text first, then select the image, and the way you are implementing it, you can execute it in that way. Then video SEO, try to put YouTube channel, try to put hashtag. You'll be learning in the social media module, right? All the things about which are mandatory in your social media, you'll be learning it over there. Right. So what I mean to say, when it comes to social media or when it comes to social SEO, try to focus on like content rather than other things, and always have a local SEO done. The uh, I would say the last thing which I would say, try to focus on the local SEO part more. If you're having yes, Sarthak, it will help you in SEO. You'll be learning in SEO as well in YouTube. Yes, absolutely. That will help you in video SEO. You'll learn it in YouTube module in this course. Yeah. Right. So talking about local SEO is basically you can local SEO is I would say it's basically an online strategy which helps local businesses. If you are having a retail outlet, if you want to promote your product or service to local customers, nearby customers, then you should always go for this local SEO thing. But because people who are nearby your area are always looking out for any product or service, right? Obviously, you guys also do the same thing. So you should always go ahead with local SEO. How you can go ahead with that? Uh, First and important thing is Google My Business. This is the main thing which I have told you in the beginning. So what is Google My Business? You search for any brand on Google. Let's say DSIM Pashchim Vihar. It's in Delhi, right? So you can see this DSIM is coming over here. This card is coming over here. How this is coming? This is coming because of this Google My Business, right? So always have listed in Google My Business. It's a free thing. You don't have to pay anyone. right? Try to look out from try to, so basically we also call this Google My Business local listing on maps, or maybe local citations, right? Try to mention your platform over here. So there are some tips which I can like help you with Google My Business. Have a Google My Business official ID with, like, try to sign up with Google My Business official ID. So one second, I'll just show you guys. So it's a free platform. So try to sign up with your official ID in this platform, right? Make sure you're adding multiple locations in the first time. Try to have, do not have any duplicate location. You can have multiple location. Let's say you have 10 branches. You can add them, but don't duplicate the things, right? That might be affect your ranking. Like, get all, like, whatever locations you are adding, get them verified. That is important, because they send a letter or something like that in that particular location. Nowadays, it due to pandemic, they are not doing it. They have a virtual thing. Right. So use your same name which you're using in your business whenever you are writing this, right? And use a local number, local phone number. Don't put some IVR or something like that. If you want to really have a Google account, or maybe have a local SEO, Google My Business is one of the priority in your list. Should be one of the priority, right? And try to mention the primary category of your business. If you're doing 10 things, you might be having some core things, one or two things. Try to put that over there, right? So have some reviews. People like give reviews on Google My Business. Try to have it on your as well. Like, connect with Apple Maps, connect with Bing Places. You can do that as well. Then there are some local citation platform as well. The next thing which you can do, so local citation is basically listing down your business in some local search engines, just like I told you about Just Dial, right? It is a local search engine. You might have heard of people in, like, old days, your mom, dad were using Yellow Pages, right? So that might be an option. People usually do that thing, so we call it like a citation platform, local citation platform. Just like nowadays what is happening, there are some healthcare and diagnostic local platform like Practo, Liberate, Healthians, right? And there are some generic platform, just like I told you, some Just Dial, Sulekha.com, Ask Lala, urbanpro.com, right? So these are a couple of platform which you have to implement, which you have to look out for whenever you are, like, looking out for your citation pages. Have a contact us page, have your local page optimized. Use all the strategies which I have told you in using your particular thing, right? So that's how you have to implement all these strategies. You have to execute all these strategies, right? So I hope I'm clear with these. Just type clear in your chat box. And now I am open to queries. If you're having any queries, I can see Vikram is asking few. Yes, Vikram, you can add that in that particular area. If your site is online, so if you're putting some things in across cities, you can do that. You can choose the area. You can add multiple locations. You can do that. Right. So if you guys are having any queries, just type it down. Just let me know. And so far, we have covered this thing. We'll be also talking about multiple other things. You can ask the query in the chat box. By the time, I'll just walk you through any of the thing which we have to implement now, and what we have to exactly execute in your off page optimization. You can download the presentation. So whatever we have covered, you'll be able to find it in this presentation area. And if you go to the next topic, this was the week third topic which we have covered. You can follow the quiz. So Obviously, at the end of the week, I asked for these things. Access the quiz and give all the answers. Then download this assignment, which is in the week 3. Again, it's an important thing which you guys have to do. Download the template of this assignment and you'll be able to perform. So what exactly you have to do in the week 3 assignment? I'll be discussing about the week 2 assignment in a while after covering this and whatever someone was asking about the queries and all. Right. So in the week 3 assignment, what you have to do, you need to design a link building plan. So you need to find out some link building tactics, some spammy, non-spammy submission platforms. I have told you about couple of platforms that you can employ on your website. You have to search for those platforms, some page creation platform, some competitor research which you have to implement, some company profile submissions. I have told you the broken link building. Check out whether your website has broken link, create a report of that. Then helping out with content issues in your webmasters. So in the search console, which I have told you, you can check out there about the content related issues. Some infographic creation. So I have told you about the infographic submission platform in this list as well. So what is an infographic? Basically information inside the image, right? We have some platform, some directories to submit those infographic as well, right? So video creation platform, image gallery, guest blogging, I have told you about that. So create, you need to at least create 5 to 10 uh, websites under these headers, right, in your task. So this will be your task step 1. In the step 2, qualify the website, improve like the ranking, whatever you have like had in your page, you have worked in the week 2 assignment. Ensure that the process is successful, and once it is done, qualify your website according to the metrics. Check out your website traffic on similar web. It's a free tool, it's a free website. I'll be also talking about some tools next week. Check out the domain authority. In similar web, you'll be able to find that DA PA of the home page. Then relevancy of the page, how it is coming. So based on the parameters, bifurcate all the websites and their. So you have to categorize from wherever you are getting the traffic. You have to bifurcate and divide it into 3 steps: high, medium, and low. Low has less amount of DAPA, medium has more, and high has more amount of, like, just like I told you about the quality and the quantity parameters. Then once you're done with step 2, step 3, send emails to get published. So as I told you, you have to connect with different platforms. Just like I have given you an example for Amazon. So in SEO campaign, the primary thing should be outreach, right? Create valuable backlinks from different offsite platforms. Connect with them, email them, send them your proposal. Try to generate backlinks, have a strongest ranking factor. It has like many people are using this particular strategy to move ahead with. So you can connect with these platforms. There are some example for outreach templates. You can check out this template, have a mail drafted by using this template, and you'll be able to move ahead with that. So there is a link, it is already present in your LMS. Just go through this link, that what exactly do you have to enter in your 1 second. Right, so in the step 3, you have to write, draft an email to those publications. So they will ask you to give the content and they will publish that content in their blog, just like I have shown you an example for that sunglassblog.com. Ask them what email will you draft them. It is like you'll be able to help get some link building templates from this link, and it will help you eventually complete the step 3 as well. Then go to the next step, and finally identify some local citation platform, just like I told you just now about Just Dial. Figure out other citations as well. Go to Google, search for that, and you'll be able to find multiple local citation platform, just like Google My Business. search out for multiple other platforms and just enter it and create this in your week 3 strategy. And finally, once you are done, upload your assignments over here in the week 3 assignment and you're good to go. Right? So you have to prepare all these stuff and you have to implement. This is one of the easiest thing, because I have already shared you couple of things, and I will also share the list which I have with me with the coordinator, so that they can forward you instantly. Right? So now I'm open to queries. If you guys have any query related to previous assignments or week 2 assignments, or maybe anything related to SEO, you can just put it up right now. I'm open to queries now. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. So, a few of the things are left. Well, I'll be covering that. One is canonical tag and href tag. We'll be covering that. So, I'll tell you what exactly is canonical, what exactly is href tag, or what is robot txt. Right. So, basically, canonical tags are those tags you have to it's basically a duplicate name. So canonical means a duplicate name, just like you enter your website www.xyz.com, right? Similarly, you need to have a canonical name that you use your website without www. So in simple words, what exactly is canonical tags? In SEO terms, what exactly do we mean by canonical? It's basically duplicate URLs, right? So it's basically an element in HTML which helps the search console or the search engine to prevent duplicate content issue. So what exactly happens here? Let's say I have two pages. One is like related to Samsung mobile only. Let's say I have a Galaxy Note 10 page, and what now I want to upgrade that page to the new model of Galaxy Note 10. So what I'll do, I'll mention the new URL in the canonical URL section. So I have told you in Yoast SEO. So if you go to the website, whatever page you want to tell Google that this is the canonical URL, you have to go to that page. That this is the duplicate URL which is of a new product or a maybe upgraded version. Take this in consideration. So you have to go to pages again. So let's go to home page, and scroll down, and in the advanced section you have this canonical URL. So what you guys have to do over here is 1 second. Right, yeah. So canonical URL in Yoast SEO is basically, it helps in preventing duplicate content. For example, you could have some product or content can be found on with multiple URLs on your web page. So what you guys have to do, let's say I have a duplicate page or an upgraded new page for this particular page which I am entering over here. So what you guys have to do, you have to put that new page over here in this canonical URL, so that Google gets to know that this is the new page which I am entering over here, and this was the old page, so that there is no duplicate content issue on your website. So this will tell the search engine that this is the original page which you are entering in the canonical URL, and this was the older version of that page, and simply update that particular page. So this is canonical tag which you enter to avoid duplicate content issue. And what is hreflang? It's basically a href language tag, which basically it is also referred as, you can call it rel language, or you can call it href language. Basically it tells Google about which language you are using on a specific page, so that search engine can serve that result to the user searching in that language. So giving an example, what is this href language? Href language is, you might, let's say, let's talk about, my website is in English language, and someone from Russia is opening my website, but he is opening in his language. So if you are adding this href language in your code, what will happen? It will eventually tell the search engine that anyone who is opening in any language, it will automatically translate it. So Yoast is helping us doing that. You don't have to worry about that, and it is done eventually. But I'll also tell you the code for this href language which you can implement on your website. I'll just write it down. Just give me a moment. I'll just write over here. This is the href language code which you guys can implement. This is link rel alternate href, then mention your website link with http. If it's s, mention s. Let's say I'll do it for this website .in. So let's say I'm doing it for English USA, right? So English US, then code and closing tag. So this is the code. I'm just sharing in the chat box as well. This is the href language code. You don't have to worry, because if you can add this code in your site HTML as well, in your web pages, and also you can, like, if you don't add, your SEO does your job for that. You don't have to worry on that part. Right. And the if if you are implementing this href language, what will eventually happen? It will give command, but we are using, this is majorly used for non WordPress websites, but over here we are using the Yoast platform, so it will be easy for you. You don't have to worry on that part. Right, then Nida is asking the robot.txt thing. Yeah, so basically, what is robot.txt? It is a robot exclusion standard. It's basically a protocol, right? So what exactly happens in robot.txt? It is also known as uh, normal robot.txt, or we can call it robot exclusion protocol. So it's basically a standard which is used by websites to communicate with web spiders. So if search engine is coming to your website, that is a search spider, right? So the stand basically this helps, this robot.txt, it's basically a file which eventually helps search engine to read your language, which is I called the XML language, right? I have shown you that XML thing. So you guys can check that thing on your website as well. So basically what happens over here, not all the robots will cooperate with all your things. Some might be some spam robots, some might be some email robots, some they might hamper your website in terms of security. There might be some vulnerabilities in your security. So you can eventually use sitemaps to handle all these things. Basically, sitemaps are inclusion to this particular element. Also, you can have a robot txt file generator as well. So what you guys can do, you can like Yoast is already doing the job for you, so guys don't have to worry for that. That if you want to edit the robot.txt file, you can edit that or not. Eventually you'll be able to implement that thing with the help of Yoast SEO. So what I'll do next week, I'll be showing you how you can implement the robot txt file in your SEO thing. I'll just walk you through this, where exactly you will be able to find all these stuff. Just give me a moment. So if you go to WordPress, the robot txt file, in SEO you have to go to tools. In Yoast SEO you have to go to tools, and you have to go to file editor. So over here you can edit your robot txt file. So these are all your robot txt file. You can create new one as well. Yeah, so yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll share you a link that what exactly do you have to write over here. So just one moment. So I have shared a link that what exactly what commands are there to write over here, and what commands you should use. You can create a robot txt file from here itself, and you'll be able to use it over there. Right. I hope it is clear. If you're having any issues, I'm already there. I'll be helping you out. So just follow these things. So next week we'll be taking up the queries as well. Also, we'll be talking about some couple of tools, and we'll be discussing multiple other things in your SEO part as well. Right. Apart from this, do you have any queries? Yeah, you can. You guys can ask me. Nida, you're saying what we have to write in technical analysis. Okay, so let me go to the second week. I'll just help you with that. Just 1 second. Right. So whatever technical analysis is basically whatever things you have made changes for on your website. The analysis which we have seen in the Yoast SEO. Right. So the technical, those are the technical things which you will be able to write over here in the step 3. Right, Nida, you got it right. Right. Yes, Sahil, you can ask your query if you have. And Khadija, what about websites without WordPress? Okay. So the process is almost same in every website, but unfortunately Yoast will not be there to give you suggestion, but the process is exactly same what we have covered in Yoast. The title, meta, keywords, and all that stuff. You just have to ask your developer to implement and incorporate all those changes in the coding, maybe Bootstrap or whatever coding they are implementing. Yeah, page analysis, Sahil, you can do one thing. For page analysis, what you guys can do, just go through Google page speed insights, or maybe go through the other tools which helps you in page speed analysis, which I have told you in the week 2 session. Google page speed insight will be helpful for you, and you can also take suggestion from yours as well. Need a meta title is, yeah, normal title, the title which will be visible on Google, the main title which we have covered in our last class. Nida, I'll show you. Just 1 second. Right, go to any of the page, the title which you'll be able to see. Right, so this title is your main title. You call it. You can edit the snippet from here. This SEO title. Right. Nida, what exactly about? I did not got your point. What about? Okay, okay, fine. You got it. Right. Any other query, guys? I hope it is clear. So those who are done with the queries, you can like. I hope you all like the session as well. Just fill out this feedback form. It will really push me as well, and it will help you guys as well. Thanks a lot. So whatever queries you have now, guys, it's the execution time. It's not like that. Whatever you have learned, now you guys have to execute it one by one. Just watch out my recordings, check out one by one whatever processes I have told you. Follow them, and you'll be able to execute it. Right. So just implement it, work with the assignments, and you are good to go. Right. And please fill out this feedback form which I have given you. I would appreciate it. All right. Any other queries? Okay. I feel like there are no other queries. So no issues. Take down your queries, note down your queries. We'll be able to solve it next week. And just fill out this form and see you guys next week. Okay, great. See you guys next week. And I hope you work on it and have a lot of queries. And that's it. See you guys next week. Take care. Stay safe. Good night. Bye bye. Have a great week ahead.